oh man, I was not ready for what I read between these pages. We're talking about West Coast Avengers #1 from Marvel Comics. I bought it because it has Spider Woman in it, and I'm a huge fan. She doesn't have her own series right now, so I figured I'd dive in and see what's going on here in the West Coast. If you've been reading along with the latest issues, she transferred to San Francisco after finding out that Hydra had taken Jerry, aged him up, and turned him against her. Very heavy stuff. And this book, it starts off with a big action piece, followed by some hilarious comedy. And after the comedy, more action, more funny, and then it gets serious towards the middle. And there's a big twist at the end that you won't see coming, but despite all of the tonal shifts, the emotional shifts, the genre shifts, everything makes sense. There's nothing really forced in the storytelling of this book. And it's rare. You see a lot of times that when you have a book that tries to balance levity with seriousness, it's almost forced. I think if we go to my review of what was that book? Kill Town from King Spot Comics. That was my complaint there, is they did a lot of tonal shifts, but it really detracted from the bigger story they were telling. And the only thing that really saved that, in my opinion, was the art. But this right here, I'm not going to give you a play-by-play. I'll give you just a few high points here, things that stuck out to me. Like in the first battle, you see Iron Man being pinned down, and he is chased to a storage unit where he finds an old suit. And when he pops out in this old suit, you see that it is to say it's on his last legs would be kind. It is literally held together with duct tape and is powered by batteries. So that was pretty amusing. And to join the fight, since the bad guys blew up his car, he has to take a scooter. And the West Coast Avengers, they have, of course, Spider Woman, and they're going to be adding Firestar in the next issue. But they have what's his name, Blue Bolt, a villain that I was not familiar with before, but he is reformed and on the team. And you have Ultron, of all people, who seems to be reformed. Yes, that is a spoiler. And well, maybe not. By the end of it, you see that there is a twist with Ultron that I'm not sure how it's going to resolve. I have #2, but I wanted to get this review out without kind of spoiling it with #2. I don't want to, I want to have that intrigue going into it, and I want to get this review out quick. But what it is it's kind of like a Marvel version of the Justice League meets the Suicide Squad. You have Tony Stark trying to use these reformed bad guys to take down other bad guys, and so that's the element of the Suicide Squad, but they don't have bombs in their necks, and so they're not being coerced with violence. So that's one big difference, and he has some good guys sprinkled in there to kind of influence the reformed criminals. And the tonal shift is at the hospital after a big battle. They come across a cancer patient, and we get to know her story a little bit. And it seems like just a unnecessary tangent, but she is actually a big part of the twist ending, which I'm not going to spoil. But it is well worth checking out. You get to the last page and you find out that she is a major player in not just this issue, but the overall story and what she goes through. Ultron is involved in that. It was an emotional roller coaster of a read and a very, very well balanced book. I can't suggest this enough. This is This is up there as far as Marvel Comics that I've read this year. I really, really enjoyed this. And I think I'm getting the number 2 right after this. I might do a review on it. But let me know what you guys thought of West Coast Avengers number 1. It's a definite pickup for me. And I will see you guys next time. Check it out, your local comic book store. And if you do not have a local comic book store, I always suggest Coffee and the Comic out of Huntington Beach, California. A great local store, great service, and they ship nationally. And if you want to see the safety and security that your packages will be shipped, I do an unboxing every new comic book day, every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so you can see how safely and secure the books are shipped and what I got for the week. So I'll see you guys next time. Until then, keep reading them books. Get this West Coast Avengers. I'm out.